In the meantime, though, less than 2 years after the floods that submerged Chennai, the city is now facing a severe water crisis. The reservoirs have all dried up as Tamil Nadu is faced with the worst drought crisis in 140 years. Although the state was blessed with showers in the last few days, it hasn't done much to reduce the water scarcity problem. The availability of water has gone down to zero in 2 out of 4 reservoirs of Chennai. Revathi Rajivan brings us this report. Take a look.
Tamil Nadu is reeling under the worst drought in 140 years, and its capital city Chennai has not been spared. The water supply to its population has been cut by half by the Metro Water Board as the reservoirs have dried up almost completely.
லாரில கொண்டு வந்து தண்ணி விடுவாங்க தெருவுல காலையில எல்லாம் ஆளுக்கு 2 குடம் குடிப்பாங்க சாயந்திரத்துல 2 குடம் குடிச்சுக்குவாங்க ஓரளவு தண்ணி பிரச்சனை இந்த ஏரியால இல்ல.
For some in the urban areas, situation is not as bad yet.
No, we get supply once in 3 days. That is supplied by the colony. This is a peculiar colony where mainly exclusively different sex retired people live here. They have a bore well and then they supply water through the bore well.
I'm standing at the Chembrabakam Lake, which is located about 25 kilometers outside Chennai city. This is one of the 4 reservoirs that supply water to Chennai. Now, when the monsoon is good, the water level is so high in this lake that it goes up to that mark you see there, the mark up to where the white paint is. Now, at present, the water level in this lake is just about 49 million cubic feet, whereas the total capacity is more than 3,000 million cubic feet, which means that the availability of water in this lake is just about 1% of its total capacity. The blame is on failed monsoons and the worst drought in this century.
The total capacity of the 4 reservoirs around Chennai is 11,057 million cubic feet, but the availability is 107 million cubic feet, that is less than 1% of the total. Thereby, the supply has also been cut to 470 million litres, which is half of the city's total requirement of 830 million litres. For the rest, the government depends on quarries, agricultural wells and desalination plants. And for a more regular supply, everyone is looking up for the rains. With Revathi Rajivan in Chennai, Sana Khan for WION.
In fact, Revathi Rajivan joins us on the broadcast for more on that story. Revathi, looking at the way things stand right now, is this a situation that could have been avoided?
Well, absolutely. We're talking about the worst drought in Tamil Nadu. Remember, just after 18 months after the entire city was submerged in water in 2015, when the floods hit Chennai, Tamil Nadu has received one of the highest rainfalls in the century. So where has all that water gone is the big question here. Because if that water was saved, if there was proper water harvesting facilities in the state, there was better planning, then definitely the situation could have been avoided, as
right.
I also point out. So within just after 18 months after the floods, if the city is crying for water and there is such water scarcity in and around, it clearly shows that there has not been proper facilities and systems in place to really utilize, even if there is sufficient rainfall. So now the situation is worse. The water availability is just half of the requirement. But even if the water rainfall is above normal, would the city be able to capture that and prepare for the coming drought or coming summer seasons is a bigger question again.
Revathi, you mentioned water harvesting and rain harvesting. That was one of the big projects of Ms. Jayalalitha, and she did, of course, ensure compliance when it came to rainwater harvesting. Does this mean that that's one legacy of the former CM that hasn't been taken forward?
Absolutely. It is clear that there is a political vacuum in the state. You know, the party is a party in power, and the other factions in the party as well is busy with the political blame game here as well. And to the extent that the DMK had really tried to take advantage of the situation and come forward and go into decent process across the state as well, saying that this is something that the government has to do. But since the government is not doing, the opposition has come forward and the DMK is doing this now. So somewhere, yes, the apathy of the government is seen across with that much of rainfall, with the rainfall that was the heaviest in a century hitting Chennai and other parts of Tamil Nadu, and within just after 18 months, water scarcity that is, resulted in just 50% of availability of water, clearly shows that nothing much has been done. The promises have not been kept, and that the legacy surely is again a big question that the parties are fighting against.
But what are the options right now in front of the government, Revati? We understand that there has been some amount of rainfall in the last couple of days, but clearly that's not enough to deal with the dire picture that you've painted for us.
Well, yes, across the state, the rainfall, there have been quite a few good showers across the state, but just 2 weeks ago, the amount of water, for example, in the reservoir like Red Hills, there was about 20 to 30 million cubic feet of water. Now, if you take the numbers that we saw today, it has gone down to complete zero. This is in spite of not so bad rainfall coming to Chennai in the last few days. The reservoirs, 2 of the 4 reservoirs have gone down to zero. So it clearly shows that the rain that Chennai has been getting is not sufficient for the requirement of the 1.32 crores of people in Chennai alone. And secondly, the other measures that the corporation has in place at the moment is desalination and also take waters from quarries that have been abandoned across the state. But that is only sufficing to about 50% of the requirement. For the rest of the 50%, there is absolutely no plan in place is the reality.
All right. We leave it at that, Revati. Thanks very much for joining us on the broadcast with that update.